all and welcome back. In today's episode, we will be discussing the basics of the immune system. Now, one key piece of information that I'd like you to take away from this episode is that the immune system is split into two different branches, the innate immune system and the adaptive immune system. Now, the innate immune system is your body's first line of defense. So it responds rapidly to infection using general mechanisms, protective mechanisms, but it doesn't last very long. The adaptive immune system, on the other hand, develops far more slowly, but offers long-term protection. It learns to recognize specific threats, builds tolerance to your own tissues, and creates memories so that your body can react faster next time. So let's start off by discussing the innate immune system. So once again, this is your body's first line of defense. Now, the innate immune system includes physical barriers. So this is like your skin and mucous membrane, which essentially stop microbes from getting in. But if something does slip through, it has its innate immune system immune cells, such as macrophages, neutrophils, and dendritic cells that will jump straight into action. These cells recognize signs of danger, for example, molecules that are common on bacteria or viruses, and work to destroy the invaders. We call this system PAMPs, or pathogen-associated molecular patterns. So they do this through the phenomenon called phagocytosis. So this is essentially where immune cells, engulf and digest the pathogen. And they do this by releasing inflammatory signals that recruit other immune cells to that site of infection. So this is what we often call local inflammation. So if you see redness, heat, and swelling, you might notice that this is a sign of your body increasing blood flow and sending reinforcements to help fight that infection at that site. Once again, this is a fast, non-specific defense system. It reacts in exactly the same way no matter what the threat is. This is what makes it so effective in the short term, but it doesn't provide long-lasting immunity. So once the innate immune system has done its job, it plays a crucial role in waking up the adaptive immune system and telling it to start responding to the pathogen. One of the key ways that this happens is through dendritic cells. Dendritic cells capture pieces of the invader known as antigens and present them to T cells. This process is what activates the adaptive immune system and helps it to recognize specific threats. So now that we've looked at the innate immune system, let's take a look at the body's adaptive immune system. So the adaptive immune system is a little slower than the innate immune system, but far more specialized. So the key players in the adaptive immune system are lymphocytes, which are a type of white blood cell. So lymphocytes are again split into B cells and T cells, okay, similar to how the immune system has two branches itself. So B cells make antibodies. So they are Y-shaped proteins that attach to pathogens or toxins and mark them for destruction. Once a B cell meets something that matches its antibody, so think of it as a jigsaw puzzle, it can multiply and produce large amounts of these antibodies to help clear the infection. T cells, on the other hand, have a few different jobs. T cells are split into various different T cells. Some are called helper T cells, which help coordinate the immune system response by sending chemical signals to other immune cells. Other cells, such as killer T cells, directly destroy infected cells, especially those infected by viruses. One of the most powerful features of the adaptive immune system is its ability to acquire memory. After an infection, some B and T cells stick around as memory cells. If your body meets the same pathogen again, those memory cells respond faster and more effectively, often stopping the infection before you even feel sick. So while the innate immune system is fast and general, the adaptive immune system is slower but highly specific and long-lasting. A perfect example of how your body learns from experience. So to wrap up, your immune system is an incredibly coordinated network that protects you from infection every single day. In fact, you would be dead if you didn't have an immune system. There are three key takeaways I would like you to take away from this video. So firstly, your immune system has two main parts: the innate immune system and the adaptive immune system. The innate immune system, remember, acts quickly. It's your body's first line of defense. And the adaptive immune system is a lot slower, but is long-lasting and creates memory. Secondly, these systems don't work separately. They're deeply connected. So the innate immune system detects danger first and helps activate the adaptive immune response. And third, your immune system doesn't just fight, it learns. It remembers what it's seen before, so next time it can respond faster and stronger. Remember, that is the adaptive immune system. system. This ability to recognize and respond and remember is what keeps you healthy and forms the foundation of immunity. Now, you may have seen me reflect on my notes throughout this video, and that is simply because I want to make sure that my information is flowing in a way that is easy for you to learn. I could sit here for hours and talk about immunology, but I want to make sure that you're understanding it. Otherwise, there's no point in me speaking about it. Thank you very much for sticking with me to the end of this video. I hope you learned something useful about your immune system, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and that was Science Made Simple.